how did I get involved with TORAHUB? It was initially from meeting Rabbi Tuman. He had reached out to me because he knew that I worked downtown and he was busy making contact with young professionals who are working downtown and perhaps could use some love from the rabbi to connect and come in from the cold, so to speak.
So Rabbi Muscat started coming to our offices maybe about 10 years ago. And then like once a month we'd have lunch with him, discuss a little bit of Parsha, a little bit of history, find out what questions that we were interested in, kind of explore that. Over the years it kind of evolved to now Rabbi Muscat comes to kind of learn with Lisa and I.
He brings up things we probably wouldn't talk about normally, and it challenges us. We talk about Judaism a lot,
Yeah.
but
The same questions have been asked for 3,000 years, and now it's my turn and her turn to ask those same questions, so that we can impart that wisdom onto, our children.
I mean, in this world, if you need financial advice, you have plenty of people to call. If you need fishing advice, which is something I need often, I have plenty of people to call. But, life advice, when it comes to the meaning of life or how our people would have reacted to this meaning for generations and so on, who are you going to call? It's nice to have a resource to go to.
I think, as a young adult, I probably gravitated to my Judaism more when I needed it. Not for a relationship with God, but when I didn't have anybody else to go to. So that's changed a lot. That's, as you grow, you're looking to have a relationship with God, and you're raising children, or whatever you're doing in your day that's pretty spiritual, even if it's everyday stuff. But yeah, I think it's nice to have somebody to talk to and ask questions with as your life changes.
Rabbi Albin's a very kind of open and knowledgeable individual, and it helps to be able to learn with someone kind of, I guess, a similar age to myself that's kind of maybe going through similar experiences. And yeah, he's very relatable. I was going through some tough relationships, and I was able to kind of reach out to him and ask how, I guess, in Judaism you should handle this. It made it easier and felt like I had a crutch to lean on, and I'm doing something emotionally but also logically and according to the way of the Torah.
The role in which the rabbi has played in forming the Jewish identity quite directly has been in studying Torah, learning to read Hebrew little by little, studying Pirkei Avot, and in doing so, I'm much more articulate in explaining why certain things are important. It's more about embracing actually a very fulfilling life that you didn't even realize existed if you didn't have exposure to the philosophy, not just to the rules, but to the philosophy of Judaism.
I grew up in an environment where I had spiritual feelings, but I didn't have an outlet to connect those spiritual feelings. So in hindsight, I know what I was. I was a spiritual island. But at the time, you sort of feel like a freak, right? Like you have these ideas or images that appear not to be based on anything. And so as you deconstruct those through having a relationship with someone, you have these aha moments. Oh, so that's just like my grandfather thought about it. And oh, that's just how his grandfather thought about it, and so on and so on. So once you unfold this feeling that you have that couldn't be articulated, let's say in after school Hebrew school, you develop a connection that feels authentic, authentically Jewish, authentically human. And it's done through an interpersonal connection, and every time I feel like I'm going further, I just realize how much more there is that I haven't touched. And I have a little regret that I'm getting at it so late, but I'm getting at it nonetheless.
I find immense value personally, and I am excited to watch TORAHUB grow. It's a valuable thing. I think a lot of my peers will find value in it, and I look forward to watching Rabbi Tuman and Albin continue to bring more and more people like me in from the cold, as they say, and grow that Jewish community.